on today's app.
A good rule, if you should keep it or not, is if it got poop on it, would you still keep it?
Like, would you wash it?
Yeah, like would you go through the effort of keeping it?
Okay, did that help a lot?
And no.
So you keep everything that has poop on it.
Well, with it when it's
Knowing
closed.
you and your poopiness.
Knowing me and my poop everywhere. Before bed, I don't read.
All body, no glands, no glands. All body, no glands, no glands. All body, no glands, no glands, no glands, no glands, no glands, no glands.
Do you know what this is?
Is that iced tea?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Here's my question.
I forgot you could do that iced tea. You could make your own. Why? Because it's iced tea.
Iced tea. Why the hell did you
was
put the
that?
strainer in? I don't know.
Wait, who was that? That was a voice. That was.
I know.
I'll think of it.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't like
Pretty
that
cool.
you strained it. You did it with loose leaves.
I did it with loose leaves. I loose leaf strained some iced tea because one time recently someone did that for me and I said, shut the front door. I don't just have to have tea hot.
I love when you
before
like
bed.
learn how to be a human.
An adult. I
No,
know.
a human. Not even an adult, a human.
A human. Okay.
A human.
Okay, millennial freak.
Shut the hell up.
Humans
girl.
are the worst.
No.
That's what you just sounded like. I love when you learn how to actually be humaning.
Ew.
It's giving learning
We're
how to
human
human.
beings, not human doings. Have you ever heard that?
No, but I certainly just drooled all that
My
tea out.
therapist always tells me that. She's like,
Y'all-
Chloe, slow down. We're human beings, not human doings all the time.
And your therapist is still on Facebook, right?
Yeah, millennial.
Yes,
By
here we
the
go. We
way,
love her.
someone wrote into us,
Saying?
fan mail, fan mail, fan mail. We made it out of clay.
And when it's ready to, we'll read it from Chloe. Chloe will read it.
Okay, listen to this, bitch.
What's our fan mail?
Someone said that as a millennial, they do not scroll Facebook before bed. And we said we would.
Actually, someone commented on a couple episodes ago. And by the way, you guys, we do still have my husband, John, as a silent guest on the couch while we record this, just so everyone knows.
Shout out, sweetie.
And I hope his knees are in the frame of the wide.
And I hope they're in the way.
Someone commented. Give me a sec.
Okay.
What'd they say?
Say it, Em.
I called Gen Z really negative. And I said they're just so negative. All they want to do is tear people down, and they everything that they are about is always against something. They're always like anti that, like it's always like
Yeah.
And I said that,
Yeah.
and this person
And Gen Z came for you.
commented a long thing, and I was like, you know what?
They're right.
She said, I think she said,
Or he.
or they.
Or
said,
they.
Okay, but I'm going to ask you to give Gen Z some empathy because think about it. We've had Trump as our president twice. In our teens, we couldn't vote. And again, in our early 20s right now, we had COVID in high school. Oh, like they couldn't, in our teens when we couldn't vote, they had Trump. And then again in our early 20s right now. We had COVID in high school, which took away things we really looked forward to, like graduation, dances, huge events, etc. What are these huge events?
What kind of huge events are they having that's not prom?
Ones we're not hearing about.
Damn. Well, they didn't have them. 'cause
We've
it was
had
COVID.
multiple movements happen because of mass awakenings due to loss of human rights and government not caring about us. Women's rights, marches, BLM protests, and marches, huge school shooting trials and marches. Lots of marches. We're the first generation to fully have grown up online with tons to overanalyze and compare ourselves to, etc. If I were you, I'd feel bad for us instead of just saying we're so negative because when you think about it, there's just too much to be negative about. It's a miracle we've survived, to be honest. We're so tired and overwhelmed all the time. There's been no peace, and I think we deserve so much better. Plus, most of us have parents that don't get it, and people don't care to listen and get us. I know many of us try to be more positive, but it's real hard overall, so we're a very depressed, negative, anxious type generation.
Everything that person said is all the reasons why I feel really bad for that generation, and also feels like we already know all the that's why they're negative because everything sucks.
Right, which
Like,
I
we
do
give
feel
them
bad for.
We're giving them the Benny of the day. Mm-hmm. However, their life sucks. Sorry.
I mean, I've always said like, God, thank God I didn't have the internet. Like we had early internet. What would I do if I grew up on TikTok? But then I'm
Right.
also like,
But we also had our own versions of shit fuck.
right. Everybody has.
Everybody has.
But, and I commented back like, wow, I've never felt more like a boomer, which how much I was like, they suck. They don't get anything. You're
Yeah.
negative. But I do feel like if you're aware enough to know why you're negative, shouldn't you have the awareness to be like, whoa, wait.
It's really hard to do.
Yeah,
That's
it
really
is.
impressive when people can do that.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can take the trauma and turn it into like a lesson. A lot of people just get bogged down by trauma.
A whole generation, I guess. But when it was spelled out for me like that, I was like, oh, totally.
Totally. You know what?
So everyone's just like mean and negative now, eh?
Yeah, I guess so.
And we look for the light where we can.
Yeah, and you know what? That's why people should listen to our podcast.
Yeah, totally.
Because we're so light
Light.
and lovely.
Have you listened to Addison Rae, the musician?
The musical?
The musical? Addison Rae, the
Oh my
musical?
God, Addison Rae, the musical, the play?
Yeah.
She should.
She would.
She will.
Have you listened to her music?
No, I've only listened to Headphones, which is a mother banger.
I haven't heard headphones. I've only heard in the car, in the backseat, losing all my innocence in the backseat. You've listened to it?
Of course, I love that
Well,
song.
that's her. It's called Diet Pepsi.
Oh, that's the first single that she put out.
Yeah, so I haven't heard the whole album.
But you've heard Fame is a Gun?
Nope.
You've heard
Fame is a Gun.
Headphones.
I like that.
Headphones is so good. Every time Addison's on a podcast and it comes onto my feed, like a clip from her podcast,
Yeah.
I'm like, that is my president.
Wow. See, I was gonna say, like, how do we feel about her? Because also, Brittany Broski is releasing music.
Okay.
And has a beautiful voice.
Really?
Yes. And I'm like, these two people, like Addison started as like a TikTok dancer, right? Would you say? And Brittany as like a comedian on TikTok.
Right.
And now they're both doing like earnest music. And I'm like, that is so, lift that weight, girl. Chloe's lifting one of my weights right now. That is so cool to me to just go, I'm shifting.
It feels sort of like that's the whole point of all of this, right? Like,
Yeah,
if you
can you imagine being that free?
Yeah, if you get a platform or you get an opportunity, take it and do anything you want with it.
Yeah.
I don't know why people would be so judgmental of like, so now she has a follow, like Brittany Broski or Addison. Now they have a following. They like music. Let them fucking lean in. And
Well,
like,
are people being judgmental? I don't know.
yeah, I mean, it's just like kind of one of those things. We've always had that in the industry, if you will.
In the industry?
Like when people came
being
from
like,
Disney.
you can't do that.
They came from Disney and now they're like
Oh, right.
fucking slut dancers, and it's like negative connotation, but it's like just if you're getting a platform and you're getting the connections to people, then take them.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. And apparently Addison like said it recently in an interview, like, I wanted to do music the whole time. Right. I got in this way and now I'm going to do the thing I want to do.
So that's so do it. So if the smart people will give them something and take it, honestly.
Yeah. And it's like, it's cool for us to experience you in two talented ways. Yeah. It's kind of like Nicole Scherzinger coming home to Broadway.
Right. Because from pop to broad.
From pop to broad.
I also think that, hey, sweetie, if you're going to listen to the episode, don't watch literally TikToks while we're recording.
He was literally playing internet videos out loud.
That was embarrassing for him.
While we're rolling.
Don't do that. I was going to say also, Addison Rae is one of those girly pops that has rebranded from like being a TikTok girl who's cringe, if you will. Mm-hmm. And now is like just like fucking it girl, cool ass baller.
And isn't that a lesson in how cringe, like, wouldn't you rather be cringe and doing what you want to do than being worried if people are going to make fun of you?
She says that. She was like, I made like 400 videos a day being cringe, and now I'm making music, and now she's like part of the it girl, like Charlie XCX, Rachel Sennett. Like girls are like, all those bitches are fucking it. And she's part of it.
Yeah, I like seeing her and having this album. I'm so out of the loop. So I was like, Addison Rae has an album. And then I'm like,
I knew it was coming for a very long time.
Right, because
my pigeon was there.
Your pigeon was there. But yeah, I just didn't know that. And I'm like, oh, good for you, girl. It's like when Jordan Peele made Get Out. It was like, whoa, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Like amazing sketch show and then directs an amazing movie. I love when people slightly change lanes and nail it both times.
It's really cool. It kind of just gives me like the inspiration that we can do anything we want in the world. Mm-hmm. But do you think a lot of people? Okay, so I was going to go so much as too far to say that Addison Rae is like the way her music is and the way she's like a pop
girl. Did you put gum on your Diet Coke can?
Yeah. I need to spit it out. I can't chew gum while I have the podcast. So
Are you saving it for later?
No, that won't go back in my mouth.
Okay.
I'm not dirty.
You're putting your DNA all over it with your fingerprint.
Yeah,
right now.
I'm
Like, you
just
gotta
playing
give it
with
to
my
the
gum.
police.
Disgusting. No. Addison Rae's a pop girly now. I will say this. I think Tate McRae is the Britney of our generation. Although we've had Britney in our generation, but she is like, it's Britney bitch. It's the way Tate McRae is Mike Peace.
If your sports car.
Yeah, and also just like dancing and like on SNL every week.
Totally.
I feel like she's it.
Yeah.
And she's like the young pop star that we all want to be like, with like dancing, sex appeal, cool outfits. Not cool outfits. She dresses like shit, but someone will tell her. You wouldn't notice.
I wouldn't know.
And I just feel like she is so pop star.
You know what's funny? I guess, I agree with you. I'm so the last person to have an opinion on anything with music and pop stars.
Me
It
too.
gets to me last. Like if we're playing telephone, I'm the last one. So I just receive whatever everyone else thinks. But with outfits like that, like as long as you're dressed up and glammed up, I think you look, I can't tell.
That's a beautiful thing though, because
she looks like a train wreck. I'm like, I don't know. She's got makeup on and an outfit.
well, the goal is when you're makeup on and an outfit to look amazing. So it's really sweet and kind of you.
But all the time when Nikki does those fashion videos,
I was gonna say,
and he rates people's outfits, I'm like, you could say anything and I'd believe you. They could all be terrible. They could all be amazing. I have no radar.
Well, we talk about this. We talk about this sometimes.
Yeah.
It comes up. I feel like I might be starting the telephone, as in just my opinion that could be completely wrong. I'm making rumors up, but I'm still saying it with confidence.
Yeah, and I think
Like I'm wrong.
maybe.
Or I'm really right. Who knows? It could be anything, but it's my opinion. And I tell it to you. It's just my opinion. Just my opinion.
Just my opinion.
And I say it to you of like, did you believe like atrocious? And you're like, right. Like, you know, I'm feeding you the wrong lines.
Well, that's usually because I don't care.
I'm feeding you the wrong lines in that scenario.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. Like sometimes I will share your fashion opinion with Asha and she'll be like, what? No.
Exactly.
I'm like,
exactly.
I just want an opinion.
Exactly.
And
This
I don't have
podcast is
one.
just like me and you saying exactly back and forth.
Totally, girl. Just like
That was
this
very
way.
millennial of me too.
That was millennial of you to like quote a tweet in that voice. Girl.
Ew. But if it's not cringe, you're not going anywhere.
Exactly. So whip out the cringe, girl.
Okay. I can.
Are you seeing, it's now probably old, but have you seen the trend on TikTok that's like, do you work in coffee? When I told her I worked in coffee.
Holy fucking
airball.
airball?
Like, holy fucking airball.
I'm obsessed with that trend, and I tried to explain it to someone last night.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's
Well,
really
here's where I have an opinion.
Okay.
I think it's so dumb.
dumb, or it's so like it's so okay.
It's like billionaires revealing themselves.
It's basically like really, really
In the time
like,
of fascism, I'm like,
yeah.
everyone just being like, so you work in oil? Yeah, like a gas station? No.
my dad owns.
I own the world.
Yeah.
Like that's what all the trends are. And I'm like, why are all these people just coming out and be like, hey, I'll be fine and never
Yeah.
have any problems in my life?
I think it's funny a little bit, but I think the whole thing is super like what's the word I'm looking for? Like when you like not egotistical. It is egotistical, but
Cocky?
yeah, but that's not the word I'm looking
Pompous?
for. Pompous, but that's still not it.
Braggadocious?
Ooh, more.
What word are you looking for? I'm trying to help you. Arrogant?
My English is gone.
Okay.
Arrogant maybe. I don't know, but I think it's kind of funny. But yeah, that's fucked up.
I'm like, where's the joke?
If you don't know the trend,
Where's the joke?
it's basically. Oh, you kind of explained it just now.
Yeah, if you haven't seen this trend, someone's like, she asked me what I do, and I told her I worked in coffee. And then the next slide, it's like a gallery, and the next slide will say like, oh, like it's her, the person being like, oh, what? Like you're a barista? And then the next swipe is actually that they own all of Folgers.
Like their last name is Starbucks.
Their last name is Starbucks, and the text is holy fucking airball. And it's like, I'm just like, that,
It is
like
kind of
none of them have
apt.
made me laugh. None of them have made me laugh. I've just gone,
I don't know if it's actually.
shit.
After I just said I think it's funny, I don't think it's that funny. I
It's
also
not
haven't laughed.
I've never been like, oh my God, he owns coffee. Like, I've never been laughing.
I know. I think I've never been laughing.
It's like so flashy and
It's so
bizarre to
flashy.
me. I'm so shocked in this day and age. And everything I just said about Gen Z being ultra negative
Yeah.
and cancel and anti, I can't believe we're like all indulging in this trend of just like, look at me.
I don't know. I guess I kind of like it, but I sort of do wish I had something to do with
It's
it.
not, I'm not
with.
even trying to be like, I don't like it. I mean, I'm saying I don't like it. I'm more like so surprised that this
it's
trend
like
took
a
off.
cool trend to do.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's an asshole move.
It just feels.
It is.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Like, and the other one that was recent that was like, you're so funny. Thanks. I blah, blah, blah. Like, thanks. It's because I like
Your trauma.
Yeah. And it's
My
like a
dad
trauma.
died.
Right. And so people doing that, like, that's funny because they would always be so niche and funny and specific. Yeah. This one is just like people revealing how much wealth they come from.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That is all it is. Cool.
And I'm like confused. I guess I'm just freaking confused.
I guess it's freaking
That's me in a fight with John. I guess I'm just sort of freaking confused because
freaking confused.
I'm freaking confused.
I actually love when you say freaking something. Like
freaking.
In another episode, you were like, "This is so freaking awkward," and I was like, That's I find it really funny, even though I'm not laughing.
Thanks, Chloe.
You're welcome, ma'am. You're welcome, ma'am. You're welcome, ma'am.
We did a closet clean out, John and I, a spring cleaning in June, if you will.
And
felt so good. Always feels so good. And have you heard of the thing where it's like, if you're trying to throw something out, it's like, would you keep it if it got poop on it?
No, what
Have you heard that?
Oink is that?
There's like a.
Would you keep this chair if you got poop on it? Because I brought poop on this
and
chair
I did
once.
keep the chair. I cleaned the chair. It literally got poop on it.
Sweetie,
do you know about this, John? Chloe like stepped in shit outside, and mid episode one day I was like, "There's shit on the chair."
I went like this, and there was poop everywhere, and we couldn't find poop anywhere.
We're like,
in the
"Did Stella
apartment.
poop? When did we step in poop?" And it was like she stepped on poop outside. So some random gross dog had their poop on her chair.
That is freaking gross.
And you know what? Not my dog's poop is really gross
rancid,
poop.
rancid.
Even Ellie sometimes lately, now that I have one of my own, I'm like, I don't want to look at Ellie's poop.
Stella poops like barely.
Stella poops Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
She's too cool for poo-poo puffs. Stella's barely pooping.
That felt millennial.
Shut up.
No, girl, I will not.
The cutoff is 1996, so you're more millennial than me.
And you're Gen Z. That's
Yeah.
so not it.
I told you, it's on astrologer. He said I'm Gen Z.
I said that I feel like you are very Gen Z.
Right, we've already talked about this. So I did a closet clean out.
So tell me,
All I'm bringing up today is TikTok, I guess.
Wait.
It's a trend of like when you're trying to get rid of hoarding. Remember?
Yeah,
You helped me with that.
Marie Kondo.
Not Marie Kondo.
Yeah, but Marie Kondo's like, does that spark
Is it
joy?
Marie Kondo with poop?
Yeah.
No.
No, not poop.
I was like, it feels very un-Marie Kondo
Marie
to be like,
Kondo is-
would you like it if there was still poop on it?
No, Marie Kondo does it do you spark joy?
Yeah, spark joy.
Okay, so tell me about this poop trend.
So the idea is like when you're cleaning out your closet or you're cleaning something, it's like a good rule to help you get rid of more stuff because, you know, we're all cleaning out and we start going, oh, but it's the letter from
it's
my
like the man
super
cave.
from my man cave, exactly. And
Do you love it or is it man cave? That's what we should do.
that's what ours should be. This one is, well, a good rule, if you should keep it or not, is if it got poop on it, would you still keep it?
Like, would you wash it?
Yeah, like would you go through the effort of keeping it?
Okay, did that help a lot?
And no.
So you keep everything that has poop on it.
Well, with it when it's
Knowing
clothes,
you and your poopiness.
no, I mean my poop everywhere. Before bed, I don't raid. With clothes, I'm like, you just scrub it out.
You just scrub it out.
And my problem is keeping clothes. Here's my problem with the poop rule. It doesn't apply to clothes. I'm like, would you not keep it if there was poop on it? I'm like, if there's poop on my clothes,
This is so hilarious.
I'm gonna scrub it out and keep it. Yeah, even if I don't like it. I'm gonna take that one shirt where I'm like, oh, but I might wear it again if I see the Buy to Buy. Oh, that's the shirt I got from Buy to Buy.
Yeah.
From Pie to Pie.
Yeah.
I might keep it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the poop roll, I don't know. I'm like, I'd keep a lot of shit if there was still shit on it. That's not helping me de-hoard.
That might help me de-hoard.
The poop roll.
I've thrown shoes away from stepping in poop.
You throw stuff away immediately.
I haven't always been like this.
Why did you get like that? Because everything you get is from Temu and Amazon.
It's all
That's
cheap
why.
shit. I
You
have cheap shit.
shit.
And you know what? When you lose your house in a mudslide, you realize things are not materials that matter.
Wow. And then you brought it there and make me look like an ass, eh?
Yeah.
You ass. I love you ass.
With a gate. Leather gets, with a geek, the ginge, the gib, or the gur, the gish. Do you think they'll understand us? Some will. Who went to camp? Raise your hand, sweetie. You.
Okay, we can only say one sentence in gibberish each. Okay. That's not fun for people who don't know it.
Okay, let's both tell a secret.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Okay.
The get with the guzma, the guy, put the goop, of the gone, the gutch, of the gare.
Ha yeah, right.
I'm kidding.
Did you understand that, John?
No.
Don't
That's
tell
so
him.
funny. That was a weird joke because
was
now I'm
like-
thinking it was.
It wasn't.
Obviously, it wasn't.
Why would my poop be on the chair?
I don't know.
I don't.
You're free. She doesn't go. Chloe doesn't go. I have to tell you a secret now.
Yeah. Without them?
Yeah.
Well, not my teeth, not my monkeys.
Yeah. Sometimes, not always.
I miss when you used to wear your Invisalign in public.
Yeah, you miss my Invisalign smile.
Yeah. Okay, so you've been cooking a lot.
Yeah.
That's my transition. Did you like it?
I love it.
So you've been cooking a lot. What is your stance on fruit in a salad?
I love it. It gives it a nice little sweet jump.
A sweet je ne sais quoi?
Yeah, I like fruit in a salad. Depends.
Oh, I was
the
ready.
fruit.
I was ready to.
I
ready.
hate strawberries in a salad.
too.
Get them out of there.
They're
Those
not-
belong with whipped cream in my mouth.
Those don't belong on the plate.
No, they don't.
I don't think any fruits belong on your salad.
Really? Not even like blackberries?
Not even blackberries.
Craisins?
Craisins, maybe.
Craisins always make things feel a little bit more like mom made it.
Yeah, craisins. I'm craisins over raisins for show.
Craisins over raisins for
In a
show.
salad
Yeah,
for show.
yeah, yeah.
Or
yeah.
I go much. That's so much.
Yeah.
I so much to say. Craisins over raisins. Period. Always. We should start giving kids craisins, not raisins.
Okay.
Hot take, hot girl. Here it is.
That's like
Also-
such a mid take about a mid subject.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna make you a salad with a fucking berry straw in it, and you're gonna have to eat it. I'm gonna watch you eat it.
A berry straw, strawberry?
Yeah, dyslexic.
What was your snack after school when you were in kid school? What would you come home and eat?
Like chips and dips.
What was your routine after school?
No, I had volleyball every single day.
You slut.
Oh
You freaking slut.
You're freaking crazy.
You would go on that court in those tiny little shorts and smack that ball.
Yeah, and smack my ass.
Girl, you are so volleyball.
I had practice every
Volleyball girls are cool.
Okay.
They like don't actually care about what people think about them. That's so you.
You're crazy. I played volleyball since 6th grade because I started travel team in 6th grade. After school, every single day except for Fridays, I had practice
Through high school?
through high school to senior year, and I was gonna play in
Why
college.
didn't you play professionally? Is there professional volleyball?
Yes, Emily.
There's a
Are there
professional
professional
volleyball league?
comedians?
Girl, can I turn on volleyball?
I'm just kidding.
Is
You
there?
can. Yeah, of course.
Really?
Of course.
What's it called?
Like, you know the AVP, beach volleyball AVP?
Where can I watch
State volleyball?
professional volleyball?
On the sports channel, dude.
I found this on the web for where can I watch professional volleyball. Check it out.
It's all YouTube links. I'm like, that's not ESPN,
you can watch
girl.
the AVP
What's the AVP?
for beach volleyball.
And so how come you didn't go into it?
I didn't want to play anymore.
Did the new school not have a volleyball team?
When I moved to, are you shocked? When I moved to the US,
You did.
I did. But when
Chloe's
I
not
moved,
a citizen.
I am Abdul.
Oh, right. You're not. You can't be president.
I actually have
though.
2 on you.
Yeah,
So-
totally.
But
It's
I
your
can't be
pot I gotta be in.
president. Yeah.
So you'd come home after volleyball. What would you eat? Orange slices?
Orange
Freaking
slices.
athlete.
No, orange slices, dips, chips, crudité, if you will. And you will.
Whoa.
What about you? My mom would like bring me like, that would be if I went to a friend's house. If it was after school and
Yeah,
I
but
needed a
it's like
snack.
your house, bitch.
Well, I didn't have snacks. I didn't really have snacks at my house. Like I told you that about dessert too.
Yeah, that's
we don't have
sucko.
that. So I would go to someone else's, or my mom would bring me a full meal.
Yeah.
She would like go pick up like a quesadilla or a sandwich or like a pasta
Right,
or
you'd
like
get
I get
Panera.
the full. Never that, but I would get the full
Okay.
meal. Yeah.
You said never that with an air of, I would never eat Panera.
I mean, I already said it once before and I'll say it again. I don't want hospital food on my day off.
Yeah, all right. I would, it is funny to think about people's snack cabinets when you were a kid.
I can
Because like,
picture yours already.
what is it?
You have like chocolate brittle things,
Yeah.
like for sure. You have lots of nuts. You have-
No. Oh, mine here.
no.
I mean, my family's house
I was
growing
talking
up.
about your family's house.
You think we had lots of nuts everywhere? You're out of your damn mind.
You have lots of nuts now. That was throwing me
Now I
off.
have nuts 'cause
That's
I'm trying to
throwing
be
me off.
good.
What do you? Just tell me what you got.
Growing up,
Yeah.
we would have like,
Brownies,
my mom would make brownies, but they weren't.
blondies.
Can I talk?
Sorry.
They weren't available on hand. I wouldn't just come home and here's a brownie.
Oh.
We weren't that house, but we always had like the honey mustard pretzels, the Doritos. We had the good snacks,
Cheetos.
lots of them, Cheetos. But my mom, everyone actually liked to come to my house after school. Because my mom would get these noodle bowls from Costco and wontons, and we'd like walk in the door and it'd be ready. Like that was my mom's vibe. And
That's
so everyone would be
cool.
like, Ellie's got the food, Ellie's got
cool.
the snacks. However, that was all like my mom made our snack vibe great because it was her making shit.
Yeah.
However, my friend Brooke had the best snack cabinet for when you're like, I'm a little high and I need to ravage.
Yeah.
I'm going in Brooke's pantry.
I know exactly where
they
I'm
got,
going to.
not only do they have everything, they've got backups of everything.
Yeah.
So when you
Hell
eat
yeah.
through the
My
container,
mom
there's
went to
another
Costco.
one. Mom went to Costco. So, and then what?
I see we're talking over each other a lot.
Oh yeah.
So that's my
John told
fault.
us that we talk over each
That's
other
my
a lot.
fault. That's my fault. Hey, guys, I'll take the L on that one.
I do it to you all the time.
You do. Hello. Don't speak.
I do think that you're like, and then I'd go to houses where it was like there was never anything, and I'm like, oh, people like parents just are like themselves in their 20s but with kids.
Totally.
Of like we're always gonna have like leftovers probably.
Yeah, I'm
our
never. I
fridge is
won't-
usually leftovers and nuts.
I'll have nothing.
Yeah, you'll just have like
Like a wallet in my fridge.
yeah,
And skincare.
and skincare in your fridge.
You know, I used to hate.
and Amina Lean, where'd they go?
Oh, I miss them. Shout
Yeah.
out. I used to hate going to my tutor, Grazia. Her name is Grazia. Cool as fuck, right?
Mm-hmm.
I used to hate going to tutor because I hate learning. And she would have a pack of the fun pack of chips, so you can have whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I would eat them like immediately, and they'd be empty the whole rest of the. Because when I would go to someone's house and they had snacks, like I'm gonna eat them.
Yeah, of
Because I was like
course.
sick. You know, we love
Totally.
to do that. Eat, if you will. And I would eat it in the first like 5 seconds, and then she'd be like, "Do you want another one?" I'd be like, "Yeah," and have another one. But I always knew I can't have a third. But I
Yeah.
really wanted a third always because
Yeah,
I eat
you
my snacks
always-
immediately upon entry.
Always want more. When we go to Korean barbecue, all the stuff they bring out that's supposed to go with
Yeah.
the meat, it all gets eaten before we've even ordered the meat.
the appetizer to the appetizer to the appetizer to the main.
To the extra size, to the extra size, to
Yeah.
the extra sides.
Exactly.
Yeah, for show. Should we do our first segment?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, y'all, it's time for
Hot girls, hot takes.
Okay.
What the oink is your hot take? That was a U word I just used.
I like that. What's the other one? I had a new one on this and we kind of grazed over it, but I like Benny of the D.
What? Oh, the Benny of the D, benefit of the doubt. That's a good
You
one.
like that one? Yeah, you like that, stupid bitch?
And you did berry straw. Strawberry.
Strawberries. Okay.
Hot take, hit me.
Okay, it goes a little two ways, and I want to see what you think about this. Okay, partyful. Okay, I want to say this.
Okay.
I feel so #blessed that we live in a time and a space where we have one-stop shop to find out the details for the function, what we need to be doing, and reminders for the parties. So partyful is for that. However, I am not for, if you have my number, put me on your invite to a random ass event. I don't want to be part of it.
Yeah, I'm going to join you on this one, Chloe.
Okay, Emily.
Actually, our friend David Zucker just wrote a newsletter about this. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen?
Yeah, Stella's being cute.
David Zucker just wrote this in his newsletter about like stop using Partyful to invite people to comedy shows.
Right.
If it's not your birthday party, if
Or-
it's like an event that's not someone's personal life event,
Right.
I am with you because I'm like, if you want me to come and you have my number, text me. The Partyful to me feels very impersonal, and it feels like you just threw my name in my number in a spreadsheet. And it's one thing to throw me on an email list without my permission. That's okay with me. I'll unsubscribe if I want to.
Yeah.
Or I don't really care about emails.
Yeah.
Because you're always getting emails.
Yeah.
But with Partyful, I'm like, my texts are like from my friends and like
Right.
people I know. I don't want to keep like getting buzzed from a thing I never signed up for.
I don't know who that DJ is. Don't add me.
Yeah, it's
So
like
partyful, unsubscribe.
unsubscribe from unless you're a close friend invited me to a life event.
Exactly. Okay.
Close friend
How
or
about
fan.
that? All right.
I think that's a good hot
Valid.
take. I think that's a good hot take.
What's yours, Em? Idiot.
People need to stop following up on stuff we locked in. And by that I mean if we put something on the calendar and agreed to it,
Trust the process.
I don't want to get a text today of like, "Hey, are you still down for blah blah blah?" I'm like, Yeah,
told you I was
It
gonna
was
be.
on the books. Like, it makes me feel like they might want to bail.
Okay.
And also, I'm like, what's the point of locking something in if we are gonna maybe
it's
be
open
like,
for
if it's
suggestions?
open for changing the plan last
So
minute?
I agree. I do like a follow-up because I most often forget if I lock something in, which is not a good habit.
You should have a calendar.
Right, which I don't really use.
I put everything in my calendar now. It has saved me from so much.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Personal things too.
I also think it's really
Saved me from a lot of personal stuff.
yeah, like okay. I feel like I really like how you
Live my life.
live your life, girl, but also how me and you, for instance, in the past 2 weeks, I know I'm working on this. My phone has been dead when we've had plans. And I trust the process that you will show up or you will be there.
And I do, but you gotta understand when you have a dead phone, the stress that puts on the other person of like, your irresponsibility is now my problem.
I know.
But also, honestly, your dead phone, like, you've made me want to have a dead phone.
No,
No, girl, because I'm watching you walk around with a free cell. You're walking around with a dead phone. When you walk around with a dead phone in New York City, it's like life is about to begin right now.
Yeah, no one can find me.
Life starts in this moment. What the hell are you going to do without your phone?
I actually feel like
really
purposeless.
awesome.
Oh,
I've been trying to walk. Oh, purposeless?
What?
Sometimes I've been walking Stella without
I do that.
phone, and in the morning at least, like when it's quick, and like really you have no choice but to pay attention to what's around you.
And also, then you're more connected with baby.
Yeah, but she's like not connected to me even without phone. She's like, I hate it here.
Yeah. Do you feel connected to Ellie?
Yeah, because when I go Ellie outside, she looks at me.
Yeah.
When I go Stella, doesn't look at me outside.
Right.
So I do feel connected to Ellie. But yeah, I think if we put something on the books, I usually feel like I'm an optional commitment to you when you text me like still on for today,
Yeah, that's
still on.
understandable.
I'm like, yeah, we agreed to it. Like I don't mind a reminder.
That's understandable.
But I don't like when it's a question. Like I would
Right.
rather see like, see you at 6 than like, hey, still want to do it?
I think that's 100% fair.
Yeah, because I go, oh, well, maybe you don't, so maybe
Yeah.
not. And then we bail, and then we lose community in a society that's moving too far toward individualism.
It's time for
What are you reading? What are you reading? What are you reading?
Idiot.
Okay, girl, what are you reading, idiot?
Okay, I know me and you have talked about this, but I recently reread
Okay.
Catcher in the Rye.
Hey.
And you know that's my favorite book.
Of course.
It has been for a long time.
She loves a sad boy.
Love Holden Caulfield.
Can't stand sad boys.
However, you know how I have like
Except when my man's sad.
We
then
love
I take
him.
care of him.
Hi,
He's not listening
sweetie.
anymore.
Hi, sweetie.
Hey.
I love that book. I've reread it at many different chapters in my life, and
Oh.
I've connected with the characters on and off. Some more than others.
Yeah.
But I always find that book is such a classique coming of age story for a young boy. It's really similar to my coming of age as a young boy. And I think it's just such good writing. That J.D. Salinger was onto something.
You know what, honey?
What, sweetie?
I'm going to read that book.
I'd love for you to read that book.
Because guess what? I flipped, tap through the spark
Right.
notes in high school.
And you know I've read it a lot.
I know you did. All I remember is that it was a kid who felt bad for himself, and I'm like, don't care.
Yeah.
And care less because it's coming of age boy.
I think you should
It
try
was
it
coming.
again.
If it was Holdy Caulfield,
Holly Caulfield.
Holly
Imagine
Caulfield.
the whole story now when you're reading it as it's a woman. Try
I'm
that.
gonna get that book from the library and I'm gonna read it for you. Not yet. I've got a little stack over there that I got to get through before I get to Holden Caulfield.
How many books
Holdy
at the
Caulfield.
library at a time do you get?
As many as you effing want. I bet there's a limit of like 30, but I usually have like 5 out at a time. And then I just
What?
renew. And if I have to return one before I get to it, I'm like, damn, and I just request it again.
I want to take a book from your page.
Take it. Page from, yeah. That's dyscalculus way of saying that sentence. You can
No.
take, oh.
I want to learn how you library. I want
I-
to go with you. I
I
want to
just-
go to the library with you.
You want to learn how I library? How do you library?
I'll show you how I libby if you show me how you library.
Well, you know what I didn't even think about doing, which Hannah did with that book Atavists that I mentioned on the last episode?
Yes.
2 episodes ago. She went into the library and hadn't requested, like all of her requests were not ready yet. So she just went in and took something they had there. Like I've never gone into the library and like explored what they
Well,
already
that's what
had
I'd like
there.
to do.
I've only ever requested stuff and gone to pick up what my requests are. But then when I was getting my last request after I returned her book, because I borrowed her book, I read it, I returned it. After I returned it, I realized there's a whole table of like new into the library. And I'm like, I could just grab off of there.
Yeah, get to the smut table.
Get to the smut table.
Yeah, slut. Okay,
slut.
come on.
What am I reading, idiot? What I am reading is, I think I told you I was about to read it. Before We Forget Kindness.
Gorgy.
Do you remember the Japanese book I read
Yes,
about the coffee
Ikugai.
shop? No, not Ikugai.
No, I remember that too.
Before the coffee gets cold. It's about the coffee
Yes.
shop where you can go back in time for the amount of time that it takes for the cup of coffee to get cold.
Yeah.
So I'm thrilled to announce that I found out that this is a series. And there's
God.
multiple of these books. Because I think I told you, I love the writing. I love the characters. It's so charming. It's so sweet. And it's a quick read. And I just absolutely love this series. So I read Before We Forget Kindness. It was another book in that series where they have this magical cafe where if you sit in the seat, and as long as you can travel back in time to meet somebody, as long as that person has visited that cafe before.
I love that.
It's so I mean, the concept is so interesting because like, and they like very smartly tie the story back so that you see that person that they're going to visit on the day where they're in the cafe and someone just shows up from the future. And it's very emotional, but also blunt. I just love it. I really recommend this series, you guys.
I'm thrilled to hear it.
And especially if you're like not wanting to read nonfiction, but maybe you want to change up the miserable woman in a bad marriage fiction.
Yeah, well, I don't want to change that up.
Murdered at the wedding in Lake Como. This is like wonderful fiction by a Japanese author. It's like translated from Japanese. I just love these books.
Did you end up reading The Party People or whatever?
The wedding party? No. I'll get to it.
All right, I bet you will.
I got a stack over there.
You got a fat stack.
I got a fat stack.
You got a stack of books and I got a stack of cash.
And a stack of condoms. This girl's getting laid.
Up top.
Come on, give me some.
Gotta go.
All right, girl. I love you, Chloe.
I love you, Emily Wilson Higgins the third.
Whoa!
Thanks for listening to All Body, No Brains.
Whether you're just cleaning your apartment, slaying at the gym, or strutting these city streets, we are always grateful for your ears.
Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. And please subscribe to our YouTube.
We know how 2008 that sounds, but seriously, you guys, subscribe to our YouTube.
And tell a friend, too. Lilas!
What?
Love you like a sister.
I'm kidding, Em. I know what lilas means now. Lilas!
All body, no blanks, no blanks. All body, no blanks, no blanks. All body, no blanks, no blanks, no blanks, no blanks, no blanks, no blanks.